Hello world. I can't believe I'm doing this shit again. Today is January 1st, 2024, and I'm back. I'm back on YouTube. Um, I'm not doing a daily vlog, but I have this hypothesis. It's not fully formed, but I have this hypothesis that what would be successful in 2024 is the antithesis of everything that is happening on YouTube. Sorry, everything that's happening on social media in general. I think we've seen a little bit of this changing sometimes, but I think the general thesis of YouTube is to push the person screaming, do like 12 call to actions, subscribe, buy this thing, follow this, and like that, and ring the bell, and do this, and let us intrude every instance of your life so that we can annoy you. I think there is like, maybe not everyone, maybe everyone though. I think there is this desperate need for real videos on YouTube again. I think that there's a need for I don't want to say unproduced, but not overproduced content. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do. And we're 2 minutes into this right now. I haven't really said anything yet, but I'm not going to re-record this. I'm going to try to be conscious of your time. I hate when videos waste my time. I hate when anything wastes my time. You should too. Time is our most valuable resource. And I have a plan for this series. I'm not going to be as strict as I was last time, but I am planning to do a Monday through Friday. You know, I'm squeezing this in. It's about 11:45 right now, p.m. And I'm planning on doing Monday to Friday videos. I have a lot of things that I want to talk about. I have a lot of things that I want to share, a lot of questions I kind of want to talk about in general. But it's not a vlog. I guess it could be considered, I don't know, like, I don't know what this is yet, because this hypothesis is not fully formed. This antithesis hypothesis is not fully formed yet. But I just have this feeling like inside of me that this is a real thing that needs to be done. Like, my favorite YouTubers are the ones that are not doing what YouTubers are supposed to do. And this is going to be completely limited to 1 hour of my day every day, because when I did the daily vlog, if you followed along, it was 30 days of me descending into madness. Like, just, it didn't work. It's not, I was saying, like, it's not sustainable, but I think I figured it out. Like, nobody's gonna die from 100 days of this. I obviously didn't make it 100 days. So what is this gonna be? This is gonna be me talking to you like this. I'm not gonna say that I won't do any production at all, but I honestly don't even remember how to do this. I set up my GoPro and I set up like my little lights. I set everything on this GoPro to auto. You know, before I was overdoing everything. I was trying to manage every piece of how to make it, and I wanted to do the best job that I could. It's not a sustainable way to make these videos. A sustainable way, for me at least, is going to be to give this exactly 1 hour a day. I started this at 11:30. It's now 11:50. So I guess I maybe have a few more minutes to keep recording this. I don't even remember how to use DaVinci. I don't remember how to upload to YouTube. I don't remember how to do anything, but I'm giving myself 1 hour a day to figure it out and make a video. And obviously these will get better as I relearn how to do everything. But I have a lot to catch you guys up on. I'm not gonna try to do that today. You know, the race is long. I will, we'll talk about one thing each day, I guess. And yeah. If you subscribed like a decade ago for Call of Duty videos, That's not what this is. If you subscribed like 8 years ago for graphic design videos. I won't say that's not what this is, because there is going to be graphic design stuff, but this is not a tutorial channel. I'm not trying to, I won't say that I'm not going to teach you anything, because it will, but it's not going to be those educational type videos that I made a few of. And if you subscribed for the daily vlog and you wanted to see me running around Las Vegas and you wanted to see the silly things that I was making then, I had a lot of fun doing that. That's not going to be what this is either. If you agree that the content on YouTube, all of the fake, screaming in the camera, like this meme of what YouTube has been for the last decade, if you agree that this is over, like, and it is over, if you agree that this is over, please stick around. I think we could have some interesting conversations about it. I think that I feel like a little bit, gosh, what's his name? The Whiz Kid, the Whiz Kid from Magnolia. He's sitting in the bar and he's like, I have things to offer. I have love to give. He's so frustrated because like, he wants people to see that he has something to offer the world. And in his case, he's in love with the bartender. But that's a little bit how I feel right now. I didn't think this through. I didn't think through what am I going to say to the camera right now. I was just like, I have an hour. I need to get this done. I do feel like I have something to offer the world. And I guess I should premise this hypothesis by, saying that it only really works if the person on this end, on my end of the camera, has some significant thing to say or something to show. But I feel like I do. And if you think so too, I guess there's no way for you to know unless you know me in real life, in which, if you know me in real life, no, you don't, because this is going to be an extremely personal video series. This is going to be extremely unfiltered. This is going to be extremely honest. And I think that's the only way that it works. I think this only works if I'm being 100% honest, if this isn't like marketees and saying things like politicians say things, like news people, like these people, like people on YouTube that are selling things. Like, I watch a lot of watch reviews and they're getting their things sent in, or you watch a lot of podcasts. I watch a lot of podcasts and they're doing the ad reads, and it's just the words coming out of their mouth are so fake. And then they cut back to like the real conversation they're having. And you're just like, oh yeah, this is how you really talk. I do think that it's difficult to be 100% natural on camera because, they've done those experiments where like if somebody knows a camera's on, they act differently than when they know the camera is off. And oh my gosh, one of my favorite videos on YouTube in the last year was, I don't know if I should say it or not. Yeah, I mean, I guess if we're being on, part of this though is I don't want to call people out, I guess, or I don't want to put people on note. I don't want to say people's names that don't want their names to be said, but this person's already on YouTube. I don't think that she's gonna care. But so, there's this YouTuber that I follow, Carly P. Riley. She used to make overpriced JPEGs. Now she has like a different show. So it used to be a show about overpriced JPEGs, which is NFTs, like Bored Apes, all that nonsense. And it was really interesting watching, the people try to promote their scams and stuff. And I this conversation for another thing. I don't want to say that everything is a scam, because I do think that there is some value in artists being able to sell their art digitally. another topic for another day. Anyway, my favorite video in the last year was this video that she was doing, she recorded during the Sam Bankman-Fried trial. She was doing coverage of it, and this is really when her channel changed. She was doing coverage of the trial every day, and you could see it was like me when I was getting to like day 29 of my daily vlog, just like no sleep. She was cranking out these videos, and it was a great service. But the way that she recorded it was she messed up so much editing, and there was times where she was just sitting there, like you could tell there were parts that she wanted to cut out. And the video was so much more enjoyable. It just felt like you were seeing something real, and it's such a rare occasion that we see anything real anymore. I 100% am not saying everything should be real. Art needs to be art. Movies need to be movies. Like these things, there's value in creating art. I do not consider myself an artist. I'm a designer that makes art. But yeah, there is absolutely value in art, but when you see those real moments of like this video that I'm talking about that Carly made, when you see these real moments, you're like, oh, that's a real person. That's what a real person does. And even right now when I'm talking to you, this right now isn't 100% real, right? Like it's not, I don't know, you know, obviously I'm sitting here talking to you like I would talk to someone on the phone on like a video call, but even that's not real. If I was sitting here watching the TV that's on the other side of this camera and I was talking to myself, or I don't know, you know, you can't act 100% real on the camera, but I'm going to give it to you. We'll aim for 99% because 100% is unattainable. I'm going to do the best that I can at being 100% honest. And I really, really, really think not just YouTube, but I think that's what everything needs right now. We don't need politicians that are talking these like bullshit sound bites that a team put together that do this stuff. Like, just speak like a normal human, please, just speak like a normal human. And we don't need more YouTubers pushing nonsense and doing what other YouTubers tell you you're supposed to do. I enjoy watching Colin and Samir. They do, creator support, I think it's called. They do creator support where they're interviewing these other people and they're teaching. No, they do interviews on a separate channel. Creator support and Colin and Samir are two separate things. It's the same guys. But they do creator support where they're answering questions and they're promoting their courses and things like this. But they have significant things to say, you know, that really do help people. But I don't think that the things that help you with the algorithm are things that, I don't think the things that put you higher in the algorithm create better content. The same way a CEO trying to maximize share price doesn't create a better product for us. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Again, another conversation for another day. But I don't think doing what you're supposed to do on YouTube, I know, 200%, it doesn't create the best videos for us. Watching these videos sucks. My hypothesis is that doing the antithesis of this is going to make a better video. By making a better video, people will watch it. You don't have to, like this manipulation of the algorithm, this manipulation of people, this manipulation of time. It's bullshit. It's not what makes good videos. It's not what makes good art. It's not what makes an enjoyable experience for you to watch. for me to watch, for any of us to watch, for any of us to experience. Last thing I say, because I want to make this point. This hypothesis will continue to be formed throughout this video series, I guess, and we will hopefully try to disprove it. And if we can't disprove it, then maybe it is real. Instagram, they've done studies on this where like teenage girls are committing suicide, and everybody, they think that they only look good with the filters on. And there was a time when people were, well, is another thing. You never know if what you see in the news is real. But there was news stories about young women, I won't say girls because I don't think you can get plastic surgery when you're underage, but maybe you can. Young women who are getting nose jobs based on how their nose looks in the camera, because you get that distortion. So they're taking selfies and they're like, oh, my nose is huge, I need a nose job. Like, no, you don't. You don't. You have all of this fake on social media, on everything. Everybody's pretending. There's a great quote. People are more, you probably know this better than I do. People are more interested in making others believe they are happy than in than trying to actually be happy. That's a paraphrase. I think the original quote is actually in French, maybe. I don't know. People are more interested in making others believe they are happy than in actually being happy. And it's absolutely true. You see people that in real life. The Instagram versus reality is ridiculous. The divide between what people post and what people are really experiencing in their life is just so far from what is real. And gosh, this is 20 minutes long. I'm so sorry that this is so long. It's 17 minutes right now. I'm gonna cut this off at 20 minutes no matter what, if I have to stop mid-sentence. I don't think people should be online complaining all the time. I don't enjoy negativity. I don't enjoy the clickbait and the rage and this and that. I think that's even worse than pretending that everything is perfect. But seeing everybody online pretend that everything is perfect, or seeing everyone online pretend that everything is horrible, these things aren't real. What this video series is going to be is a real experience. It's going to be me talking about the things that I like, talking about the thoughts that I have, views that I've had before, views that I have, like sharing things that I do enjoy. Nothing will ever be sponsored. If you hear me say sponsored, unsubscribe, report my videos. I will delete my account if anything on here is sponsored. I do have my own business that I own, and I'm going to talk about that because that's I'm going to be talking about what I'm doing in my life. But you'll never see a sponsored video. You'll never see that little pop-up with the little circle that says that portion of this is promotion or something like that. It never ever will be. Again, I'm back. I'm sorry this is so long. This is typical. This is what happens when you don't plan anything. But I hope that the point of what I'm trying to say is getting across. And if you made it this far, gosh, I hope this wasn't an incredible waste of your time. But if some portion of this resonates where you think like, yeah, all this fake stuff, all of these marketees talking points and all this nonsense, it is exactly that. It's just nonsense. If you think we also need to break away from this, I'm going to try to prove that. I'm going to try to disprove that. I guess that's how you work your way through the scientific method, right? You have a hypothesis and you try to disprove it until you can get a theory out of it. I'm one person, but if I can show that this works, hopefully other people will do this too. Hopefully other people will make real videos and stop overproducing everything and stop. Just stop. Okay. I have 30 seconds. Happy New Year. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I'm back. Bye.